Well, that season was fun, but now comes the time to look to the future.
Mr. Deep Dish!
Yo.
Teleport me to the wardrobe, will ya?
Right away, boss.
Times change, and so must we. We've made an entire video about it last week. But we all know one thing will never change. It's the corporate greed shown by everything not owned by Disney. We are waging war against Viacom, you know. With little to no signs of recovery in sight, we're gonna need to do the same thing internet critics do every year. Create a crummy-ass top 10 list. Ladies and gentlemen of the mob, time to riot loose with the top 10 fandom Arsons of Rebel Taxi Season 5. Belts up, gang. We're about to land. Now that's the best sounding elevator music I ever heard. Okay, now keep in mind I'm a bit rusty when it comes to these top 10 lists, as much as I'm rusty in terms of using the movie Bob faces. But I have plenty more fans now than when I had last year, so alright, let's do this.
Take it away, Skeletor!
It's Juice and Jam time. God, I love saying that. Mike Lewinog! Clearly I avoided talking about something, mainly because it was boring as fuck. But there's still stuff that happens after. Wise potato chips! That. So I'm gonna take this moment to recap the rest of the episode. Mike gets bossed around by the entirety of the village, just because she realized what she was watching was static. And pretty much society grinds to a halt as the trash piles on. Rightfully taking action against this laziness, Mike dresses up as Action Guy, and to be honest, I really want an aged up Mike dressed as Action Man fan art sometime. And Mike succeeds through the power of status quo! Because in animated comedies these days, it's the most powerful element in the universe! Little King Story! Why haven't you sought this out yet? It's a quality Wii game with top-notch controls akin to Pikmin games. It lampshades the harem genre, and it's provided an awesome sequel for the Vita. And it has the best ending in any video game ever. I mean, come on, what more would you want from this game? So pick it up wherever you can. You won't be disappointed. Oh, and just to clear things up for the rest of the episode, I'm doing a 5 best Arsons and a 5 worst Arsons. Ergo, I'm gonna talk about the Arsons I'm most proud of, right after the Arsons that are absolute schlong. Johnny Testin! Johnny Reanimated! And speaking of schlong, fucking Johnny Test. Good God, was this episode bland. It's so damn bland, we actually went through the entire review eating. And believe it or not, show within a show Dog and Bone showed less effort than we did. Good God, no wonder that show got shit-canned. I shudder to think how Viacom would have treated it.
Why do I stay in this town?
Drive-through! Now there's a review that puts my pipes through the test. A run-of-the-mill SpongeBob review has us discovering a hidden gem by Aaron Springer of all people. And it's an episode where Mr. Krabs is rightfully punished for being cheap as all fuck. Not bad for the episode that had a wretched musical number tacked on due to extra time. Mega Babies! And now we've struck the episodes that I clearly didn't do at all, but are Arsons all the same. You gotta hand it to the Enterman. When the going gets tough, the tough review the biggest piles of fucking shit that you've ever seen in your entire life. Gross designs, lowbrow humor, rancid storylines, this show has it all. As a matter of fact, I have to review some of this show for myself. It is that goddamn awful. Now there's one crucial element that makes this show ironic. This show debuted in New Year's of 1999. Meaning we have on our hands a cure for YOLO when the main characters themselves are old enough to get YOLO.
Awesome! Congratulations! You're an asshole!
Abracadabra! Brain Freak! Mr. Meaty! From B-movie grade science to realistic steroid abuse, it is one of the saddest excuses for kids' TV I have ever seen. And the show knows it too! Going for whatever lowbrow humor, notice a pattern here, they seek to launch right in the censorship board's testicles. And Parkerina, an episode written by a chick, has written one of the least accurate depictions of a girl's bathroom in the history of depictions of female restrooms. Jamie's a dude in the voice of Josh? Holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with this world? The top 25 best modern SpongeBob episodes! Back at the Enterman, what the fuck? Just last week, he's more than proven that SpongeBob still has some good left in him, and the writers are in fact able to cook up a good show once in a while. And he actually saw to it that each episode he picked was a unique experience, and he saw to it that Aaron Springer's final farewell to the show gets its time in the sun. Throw in a stab at modern Nickelodeon and a valuable lesson soccer moms won't learn, and you've got quite a collection of gems in a series run by the rule of schlock itself. Speaking of which, Nickelodeon Month and other Viacom-related reviews. I'll admit it's been a really sweet year to pick on Viacom. From Legend of Korra being relegated to the internet, to the worst slap in the face to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles since, well, the last slap in the face to it. We've proven time and again this season that Viacom is one of the biggest sacks of shit in the media industry. While other networks keep expanding and growing, Nickelodeon never wants to change, never growing beyond its SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents combo, digging up the latest trends they managed to scrape from the internet, all in a sad, strange little way of trying to be hip and cool for the YOLOs. God, I hate saying that word. I choose to believe they scrapped the modifiers because it was too unique for Nickelodeon. To all both of the arsonists, myself and Mr. Enter, I say congratulations. And here's to another year of burning our arch nemesis in the form of a multimedia corporation to the ground.
Viacom Incorporated!
Disney Infinity 1.0! Don't let the video quality fool ya. This is actually one of my greatest Arsons yet. Because I love Disney Infinity with the bottom of my heart. And with the story I wove with the first part of the episode, call me, we'll brainstorm. I'm more than hopeful to make it into the Disney Infinity storyline team. Trust me, if Tetsuya Nomura were to create a Disney Infinity something or other for the Kingdom Hearts franchise, I will be more than happy to check it out. Whether or not it incorporates my ideas, it's entirely up to him. Personally, I still want them to do Bokurano. Because let's face it, that franchise needs more love. And hopefully this will be the way it gets it. And let us not forget that this is the review where I finally got why I hate Viacom off my chest. Oh, you know, just thought I'd remind you. By the way, Viacom, I know what you did, so I'm going to remind you. Criticism is not your enemy here. In fact, it makes you get better.
Criticism serves a healthy function. Sometimes it can even help you get better. That's because it comes from a good place.
But knowing you despise criticism. Because Brickleberry exists. Stay classy! Well, look at the time. It's time to make my farewell. But before I make my leave, I want to show you something. You don't have to suffer through the drought of episodes. There are way too many easy targets for Arsons than I can possibly count off the top of my head. And to make matters worse, the back-to-school rush is heading up, leaving me with less time to produce the Arsons you like so much. And of course less effort available thanks to my mandatory college education. Friends come in all sizes. So here's what you need to do. Just support me on Patreon for monthly Arson challenges and exclusive content. And let's not forget, it can really help these Aren't Muffins grow in the long run. And I'm not afraid to dance neither, for my personal Moon Animate makeup review will be the first of my Patreon goals. And $50 earns you an annualized tradition of Disney Infinity reviews. Because let's face it, I really want it on the new Marvel Hotness too. I mean, come on, it has Deadpool. What more do you want? I'll pop up here and there on special occasions in my new getup before the time I get to rise once again. See you then!
In the heart of Transylvania, in the vampire hall of fame, yeah, there's not a vampire any other. He won't bite beast the man, cause he's a vegetarian, and things never break If you're looking for some fun, you can always count upon the one they call
Dracula.
Count Duckula.